everybody, I'm Alex Crypto. Thanks for tuning into Alex Crypto TV. Check out the website alexcrypto.com or hit me up on Twitter with your questions at Alex Crypto TV. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and let's keep it rolling. The market currently stands at about $263 billion. We've kind of been hovering steady around this 2.5 under 300 billion mark. A lot of the cryptocurrencies are taking a nice little bump, but nothing in the double digits. It's very small gains here across the board. Everything is kind of hovering steady. But I wanted to talk to you about DigixDAO today. It's been a while since I did a DigixDAO update. Some of the viewers actually requested this one. So let's take a look at DigixDAO, or the DGD token. Now, DigixDAO project is actually two different tokens. It's the DGX Gold Exchange token and the DGD Governance token, which is exchange traded. The DGX token will be exchange traded, but only on their own gold exchange, which will be like a cryptocurrency blockchain-based gold exchange. Anyways, the current price for a DigixDAO DGD token currently sits at an average of $227 across all exchanges. You could see that the volume kind of been dropping off in the past weeks. It's been retracing. It ran up to $600 in like a week or two, and then it started retracing down. So let's take a look at the chart. We see DigixDAO kind of hovering in this $230 area for a while, kind of not going anywhere. So let's see what we could expect with this token in the near future. First, let's zoom out of this chart and let's take a look at the daily here and see what we're dealing with. So here's the daily chart. Obviously, DigixDAO has not been around for a long time, so therefore you're not really going to get that much data from it. So we only have kind of like the end of December and on, or the beginning of December and on rather. And then we have these crazy ass candles with these crazy wicks. I don't know what they mean really. I suspect some of them are algo targets, but I don't know. I haven't confirmed that theory yet. So let's draw a little fib tool here and see what's rocking. Right. See, these wicks make it confusing. Where the hell do you put your fib? That's very interesting. You know. So that's the main question. Because if I put it up here, that would mean the retracement is finished. And the theory is it could be an algo target wick. So let's try this one first. So if it is indeed an algo target wick, so we go from the very low, swing low to swing high here with this crazy ass wick. That would indicate the retracement is nearly complete. We could call it quits at $212.43. However, let's look at the older chart that I made in the last video. What else can we do? Well, we can use this wave here, what could be called wave 3 if you discount this wick as a bull trap. You could clearly see Elliott wave 1, 2, this wick. We'll skip this wick obviously. We go to the 3. Here, let me make this a little bit easier to see. You'll put it in yellow, right? So here's wave 1, 2, here's wave 3, 4, and 5, and then we begin the retracement. So if we use the end of wave 3 and 3 to 4 as our high point, then the retracement will complete at around $195 or lower. So in between the 786 and this 876 zone, which could see DigixDAO go as low as $144. So that is also possible. There you have, off the 5, you have your A, B, C correction, and we're kind of reaching this 786 line. We took a bump here, so it would be safe to say that maybe this is the Fibonacci configuration for this chart. Certainly makes sense. What would happen if we moved it up to this wick, for example? Do the results make sense? Do what you see on the chart make sense? That's what you got to realize. So if we use the larger wick, that would indicate that the retracement is now complete at $212 rather, and that we're about to start going back up again for the first wave and the next 5-wave Elliott impulse set. So if this is indeed the case, and the retracement is complete, then we should start seeing a movement up, right? Right. Or if it's not complete and there's one more movement to the downside, and we are in fact using this wick as our target, then it could still continue retracing. So let's see what it's doing. Let's see what it's doing on the smaller time scale. Also interesting to note that the stochastic RSI is up top, so it looks like it's going to continue pushing down, but the RSI is still on the floor. Right now it's at 33, so it could be another push to the downside, you never know. But let's take a look to see what it's doing on the hourly chart. If indeed the correction is over, then let's see if we can see some kind of a pattern going on here. Anything that will tell us that kind of a bull run is incoming. So another interesting thing to note, when this token first came out, a lot of people were confusing the DGD token for the DGX token, and every time Bitcoin would go down, they would try to sync their, they would exchange their Bitcoin for the DGD. So a lot of the time it would do the opposite of Bitcoin is doing, because there was a lot of noobs that were confused, that were sinking money into it every time Bitcoin was going down. So that was lovely. That's why it got up to the $600 mark, and then I guess people started realizing, wait a minute, it's not the DGX token. Anyways, but I don't know what happened, but something happened, and it stopped doing the opposite of what Bitcoin was doing, and now it's kind of joined in with Bitcoin, following its pattern. So so the only thing I could see here is a possible bull flag forming, maybe, but that's a long ass bull flag, so it's just kind of bouncing around in this channel for now. So you know, I think what it'd be safe to say there'd probably be a lot of sideways action for a little while. It's still consolidating. People are still trying to figure out what to do. I don't think anything will truly moon until Bitcoin is ready to moon. The market's kind of like in this iffy phase right now, so it's really hard to say what it's going to do. So if the correction is indeed over and this is the end of the C wave here, then we are indeed in the buy zone. So it's definitely be interesting to watch exactly what will happen next. A lot of interesting predicaments can happen. Either way, I would wait for confirmation to see what's happening. But either way, DigixDAO is a really strong project. I mean, you can't go wrong holding this one unless something catastrophic happens, like the company F something up or some crazy news happens, then, you know. Okay, so if you notice on screen, I drew a second Fibonacci retracement tool just to measure this wave and see where it's retracing, and that's correlates. You have a confluence of 87 sixes here, so that's another piece of evidence to kind of back up what we were saying about the correction being over in this kind of $210 $212 level. So DigixDAO is definitely interesting to watch. So can it go a little lower? Potentially, yes it can, but I think we're pretty much at the bottom, folks. So if you're holding the DigixDAO token, I wouldn't worry too much. It looks like the correction is pretty much over, and there's a lot of potential for upside coming. So looking at the daily especially, we see that the stochastic RSI is on the floor for the daily, and the RSI is on the bottom at about at the low 30s. So it's definitely oversold. So we could be taking a nice move up to 255 perhaps. We'll see. Definitely interesting to watch DigixDAO. But for now, I'm Alex Crypto. This has been your crypto update for DigixDAO. Subscribe and like, and I'll check you guys out next video. Peace.